Hey,
yo.
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
No.
You better say this
Let's
shit.
get to it.
No, I think okay, I'll revise it because that what I told you was a little bold. I think the Lakers will make the Western Conference Finals this year.
What song is this? It's kind of tight.
This is my sample. Yeah, this is from the rest of the bullshit from like
Sound like some
10
West
years
Coast.
ago. I can't remember who it was I sampled. But yeah, I think they'll make the
Sound
Western
like an old
Conference.
8-ball MJG beat or something.
I used to listen to that heavy when I grew up.
Space age pimp type shit.
Before you guys came in, he said the Lakers are winning the finals.
Yeah, he got his damn man.
With Luka's 15 points a game.
Nah, I think
No
I
center.
Yeah.
So who gonna guard Jokic?
I don't think Jokic is gonna make it past the second round this year.
Lakers either.
What?
Yeah. No, I think small ball. I think small ball is gonna end up.
So what do you think the matchup's gonna be?
Small ball is over with.
I think
That's
the
why everybody
Lakers will
getting
get.
bigs.
I think the Lakers will end up being. I think it's just the order of how things will happen. They'll end up like missing Denver to where they don't even have to see him.
No, I'm saying who do you think's gonna play in the finals?
They still got to see OKC.
Western Conference. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the preferred matchup. If you're the Lakers, you want to play OKC because you can play their bigs off the court, and then if it's just shutting down Shy, then it's just shutting down Shy. Because we got the forwards
You
to go
can't
back.
play they bigs off the court.
OKC.
The Lakers
You know
fans.
what? I don't know because I haven't seen Chet play a whole lot. But if
He's
Chet's
playing
Well,
like
he
a
just came back.
4-3, a 4 and
He
a
just
3.
came back.
if Chet's not playing, then I think we're good. But if he is, then I don't know. Your guess is good. as mine.
See, that's what I'm saying. OKC bigs, the way they use their bigs is different from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, their bigs, nah.
But the thing is like they don't have like traditional bigs. They don't have like a Jokic big. They just have like we could put what's his face? Why is his name leave my head? I can see his face right now, but I can't remember his name. But whoever our starting center is on
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, Jackson Hayes could at least be decent against Chet. It's not like Chet's gonna ball out
You
on
crazy.
Jackson Hayes because
This man.
Nah, man. What
Hell
is
no.
he can because he's gonna guard him on the perimeter. It's not like Jokic. He cannot stop.
Chet
At all.
two steps off the perimeter. Jackson Hayes ain't sticking with that. He dunking 2 steps. Boom.
Well, Jackson Hayes is very athletic like that too, though.
Yeah, but if he try to go, he's just stopping, pulling up a 3 in his face.
Yeah. I don't know. Chet makes it really complicated. I really don't know with Chet. But if Chet doesn't,
Hardenstein is the key, man. They run the offense through him. They just almost like Jokic get the ball ran through him. Hardenstein is touching it on every possession as well. He's just running through the middle. He's flashing and he's passing it right to either Jalen Williams if he wanted, or if Shea's going to keep.
I just feel like in the playoffs, teams are gonna have a really hard time dealing with Vando and DFS at the same time. I feel like that's gonna be a thing. I feel like it's really gonna be a thing, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't see. You can make a case for every team.
You talking about 2 bums.
Offensively.
Defensively too. No defensive accolades, no nothing. You're gonna see a team gonna have hard time with those guys.
I don't think you need defensive accolades to be the best defenders on your team.
What?
Well, the best defenders on your team is a team that got the highest blowback percentage, so that's not saying anything.
Well, we have
You
Luka
saying
and Austin
somebody
Reeves.
gonna have a problem with them? Nobody gonna have a problem with them. Come on, man.
I think so.
Nah.
Nah.
No. They ain't having a problem
honestly, I think
with
they're-
Vanderbilt and
they're not gonna
Dorian
make it past the second
Finney-Smith.
round.
Why you think they keep getting traded?
Well, no, since we've had Vanderbilt,
Nobody gives a fuck about them.
Since-
Nobody wants them.
since DFS has joined the team, we've been 6th in the league in defensive efficiency.
But Vanderbilt is worse than AD.
On defense?
Period. He only played 10 games in 10 years.
No.
What do you mean?
He's
Right?
What do you mean?
he's played the last, I think
He ain't played shit.
yeah, he played 6 games before the break and he played the last one
So
after.
7 games in 10 years?
Yeah, he was injured.
7 games in 10 years. That's what I'm
So he don't
saying.
got no rust.
So he
No,
gonna
I think if he does have rust based off of what we see, because they're only playing him like 15 minutes a game right now. If he does have rust and this is what we're getting, then it's going to be a lot better.
ain't no rust. He's corroded. Ain't no rust. He's already
It's a
corroded already.
It's a foot injury, but
It's rusted out.
I think time will tell. But I really do like what they're doing defensively, at least, because they have since since they have gotten DFS, like I said, the numbers speak for themselves. They've been 6th in defensive efficiency in the league.
What did Anthony Edwards tell Vanderbilt? Y'all remember what he said? Damn, dog, you ain't never playing. You always injured.
If he,
Like, dude ain't doing shit. Man, ain't nobody worried about Vanderbilt or Dorian Finney-Smith.
If he gets injured again,
his high ass.
if he gets injured again, I'll let it go. But I think they'll be all right, because the only thing that one big thing that they were missing is just very like long guys who can really.
Vanderbilt played one tight game in the playoffs, and y'all been holding on to that one game since he been on y'all team.
Yeah, and y'all still don't have any rim protection. If you don't have any rim protection and you can't stop anybody on the perimeter, how do you think you're gonna win?
Swarm.
You won't even be able to beat the Clippers.
Swarm.
You won't be able to beat the Clippers.
But the last time we played the Clippers with Vanderbilt and
Swarm
DFS,
with who?
Last time we played the Clippers, we played Ivica Zubats off the court, and that was just a week before the end of the break.
But the playoffs, you're gonna have a whole 7-game strategy.
That's
a whole different.
That's what I'm saying. And the playoffs is going to be different because we can game plan for it. I think if we got JJ to game plan for it, I think we'll be okay. Man. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I like to shoot hopeful. I'm being hopeful. I'm being very hopeful.
But when you said nobody's ready for Dorian Finney-Smith and Vanderbilt,
I didn't say that.
You said we didn't want to see him?
No, I said
we're scared of him?
No, I said that with those two on the court, it changes things. And it did
nothing.
That mean that
what does it change?
That mean you can't shoot, you can't run. That limits your passing ability.
Everybody gonna see them like, fuck, we're done.
We went from averaging being in the high 20s in the league for defensive efficiency to 6. That's a big jump.
Look, y'all ain't making.
But you saying that over what a 2-week stretch?
No,
not even.
No.
He's talking about this
since we've gotten DFS.
He's talking about this 8 games before the All-Star break.
I think we had him longer than that. I think because we had DFS. We had DFS when we had.
So he got a nickname now.
So it's more like
it sound like a damn shoe store.
That's his initial.
That's school get their food.
I'm not gonna say Dorian Finney-Smith every time.
That's his name. But no,
Dorian
Finney-Smith. He put it on his jersey.
He's been with us for about 15 games now. So that's a pretty decent sample size. But
I mean, worried about the league.
Not many people are, and the more people write us off, I'm happy with it because it gives us.
They
time
can't beat Golden State right now.
Nope.
I don't know. I haven't seen them play with Jimmy, and I know
they haven't lost with Jimmy. I don't think
they lost one game.
They're 4-1 with Jimmy, and Jimmy's doing really well. Yeah. They can't. Jimmy's a bad man.
Right, yeah, because he's happy to play basketball now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can you imagine being an Heat?
See Steph hit an underhand, left hand scoop from the 3 the other day.
He
just threw it over with his left like this.
It counted.
They're having fun, bro.
Fuck the Heat. Imagine if you were the Mavs.
All I saw was him writing up a play for Draymond, and Draymond's listening. I'm like, oh fuck. He got Draymond to listen. Right. Fuck.
If he can stop getting technical fouls and suspended, they might be all right.
Why don't even bother to dye that fucking beard, man? You 34, 5 years old. You look like you 49. Just came out of under the hood of a Chevy. Talking about, I don't know. I think it's alternate. Fuck. I think it was like I'm right off.
I'm gonna get it started.
Take my cream.
Welcome to the sports panel. I am your host, Will. Please excuse my voice. I got food poisoning. I was throwing up all over the place. It was coming out of both ends. It was bad.
Nah, bro, you could have kept that.
Bro, it was terrible.
That's the worst, man.
It's just
where'd you get it from?
Booty.
I hate to say it from the source. I hate to say it because it's worse. It's
exactly where you should get it from.
Where I got it from, I should have just said I got it from eating ass. I got it from Crackerville.
Crack barrel.
Yeah.
A barrel of crack.
Hey,
I fucked up, bro. I fucked up.
Their pancakes are fire, though.
Nah, I got meatloaf.
You sue their ass for that type of shit?
I wish, because the way it made me feel.
Because what happened was they probably wasn't washing their hands.
Nah, what happened was
took a shit.
What day did you go?
I didn't even go. I had a DoorDash.
Now this is what happened. What day did you DoorDash?
Thursday.
They cooked that meatloaf Sunday.
Probably.
Ain't no problem. They cook all that shit. Hey, bro, they got ordered 3 times during the week. They cut it, put that shit back in the crock pot.
Bro, it was wrapped up with a date on it.
Bro, I was on the floor hurting. On the floor, bro.
I've had it before.
Oh my
You're
god.
a bad man and get some meatloaf DoorDash
From Cracker Barrel.
I know.
out of all the options, his ass, I want some meatloaf.
Bro, and I
Like, you
literally,
ain't want no
I literally
goddamn
typed
wings?
in. No, I typed in because I was high as shit. I typed in meatloaf is my favorite food. Like homemade meatloaf is my absolute favorite.
Well, homemade, not Cracker Barrel.
Right, and I'm not gonna make it myself.
You could have
Cracker Barrel.
I know.
You
that's-
could have
that's
just
why I
got
fucked
it.
up.
Could have just got it at Costco.
And you
could've.
famous now. You trying to tell me ain't no chicks can make you some damn meatloaf?
No. Think about what
I can't discuss that.
Think
on
about
another
what.
podcast.
Think about
I guess
what
you
was in
somebody
that
to make you some
meatloaf.
meatloaf.
It was from Cracker Barrel. It
Right.
probably was some macaroni in that bitch.
Bro, the macaroni was nasty. I got that as a side. It was terrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you
I
made
fucked
a
up.
That was your
Okay.
second mistake.
I fucked up.
Terrible decision.
I fucked up. I got the mashed potatoes and the cheesy hash.
That's like getting steak from Denny's.
I know. Yeah.
This man ordered sushi from Burger King.
I fucked up, man. And I had other options to go other places for meatloaf, but that was just the middle of the day.
Well, at least now you know not to get that shit from there.
Yeah.
Don't DoorDash
That's the worst,
meatloaf,
man.
man.
Nah.
Don't DoorDash meatloaf. Let's get it, man. Coach Dre.
What up, man? Hey, this has been 2 weeks. You ain't been here 2 weeks, right?
Nigga, it's been 1 week.
2 weeks ago was the last time you was here.
Man, dude, it's been one
You
show.
was ducking that smoke, that
One
Super Bowl,
show.
that Super Bowl smoke.
Here we go. He was waiting.
The people want to know what you got to say about that Super Bowl.
He was waiting for your ass last
Yeah, I
week.
mean, hey, the Eagles did get their ass whooped. Jay was right.
No.
one
The
time.
Chiefs got their ass whooped.
Yeah, you're right. I was wrong.
Yeah.
You're right. I was wrong.
The expert.
You don't get many of
That's all
those.
he wanted.
That's
Yeah.
all
He wanted to hear.
You don't get many of those.
He had one good take all year. Because
Now we go discredit all the rest of
we
it.
ain't gonna talk about Lonzo Ball and all
This
them.
man,
Lonzo Ball just got a contract.
Hey, last week this man was like, "I'm the guru.
Oh, because
I'm the best."
Hey, that was a good take, but what you did, you went with what the
No,
better said. You went with
no,
what
I
Vegas
didn't.
said.
No, Vegas said they was underdogs.
Nah, Vegas changed that and said it was a blowout. It was gonna be a blowout the last
Nah,
night. You knew it. You posted
I
it.
promise.
You know,
No,
you
never
went with
that.
what the
I
Vegas
said it was going to be a blowout a week before the Super Bowl.
lucky.
I called it too.
Yeah, but you said
I didn't just
Saquon
say it was
was
gonna be a blowout. I
You
said
said
exactly.
Saquon was gonna be the MVP.
I did say that.
He didn't get number 15 yards.
He had more than 50. He had 50 something.
56 carries too.
Hey. But he did his job.
Nah.
Look, since you were right, you want some meatloaf from Cracker Barrel?
Hell no, I'm straight.
God.
Good job,
Bro,
Hey.
it's just the thought of food afterwards. It's just,
This man's still with this shit.
Yeah, just don't fart, man.
oh man, it's
Don't
not
fart,
safe.
bro.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Open some windows.
We didn't forget about you, Mark. Did you want to introduce yourself?
Oh well, he didn't
Oh,
introduce himself.
Jason, man, I'm here. The expert. The expert. I'm here.
The guru, huh?
You took your time with that one.
No, hold on. The Super Bowl expert, Jason.
I'm Mark.
Jack of all trades. We can talk about anything up here.
We'll get started. We'll talk about we actually got a chance to look at some of the All-Star weekend. Last time we were here, we had it up on the screen, which was pretty cool. We watched Max McClung, whatever his name is, pretty much give us the same thing he's given us for the past 3 years. But
Some bullshit, man.
you know,
Y'all act like y'all don't know what leverage is.
That was trash.
He's using
I think
leverage
you
all
posted-
the time.
The car thing was cool.
One dunk
After
pass,
that,
it
it
ain't
was
cool.
like,
He got one
That
dunk
jump over the
package.
car was
that was
That
dope.
wasn't cool. You used leverage though.
He didn't use no
leverage.
leverage.
You
He
did.
jumped over the car.
I'm sorry. Can you jump over a car and dunk it
hey, look.
with leverage?
Look,
Yes.
I will give you this, right?
Yes.
He won 3 in a row, right? You had
dunk every
you had Ja say, "Hey, I'm gonna get out there." You had Giannis say, "If Ja in, I'm in."
Nobody want to see Giannis in a dunk contest.
I would
Why
love
not?
to see it.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
crazy shit.
I don't know, but I
He
want to see it.
Matt
It ain't gonna be nothing spectacular.
So don't y'all know when y'all? I don't know how athletic y'all is.
I'm not. At
But
all.
when you jump, like
Oh, right.
you jump and that's leverage. All he gotta do is lift off the ball like he did every time. That's why he do the same dunk for 3 years in a row. He just putting a different prop right there. Y'all ain't noticed that?
I mean, it worked.
This time the guy holding it like this. This time he's holding it from a car.
Look,
this time he's like this.
I will say
time.
this.
Yeah,
If-
it's
Using
damn near the
leverage,
same,
jumping
but
off
still,
of the guy.
if
He's
I-
still doing shit other people
That's
can't
some bullshit.
if I
Everybody can do that.
If I get
And
3
he ain't
years,
even doing no real good dunks. He just dunking it with 2 hands, dunking it with 1 hand. Take away the prop.
if I got to pay
All
3
that
years,
is
If I got to pay 3 years of
For
him,
real? Am I lying? Take away the prop every time.
no, if I got to pay 3 years of him to get Ja and Giannis and who else was it? That's the
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
If I got to wait 3 years of that, if I got to go through 3
I don't
years of
think
that
Aaron Gordon
to
got
get
that
that,
left in the tank to be done.
Yeah,
I think he does, bro.
He don't even stay healthy on the court.
He said he has some left.
Yeah,
He can do better than leverage. Bringing out all
we'll
these
see.
props.
I want to see Anthony
Listen,
Edwards.
This
Yeah,
brought
I was
out a
about to say,
prop
I'd
on
rather
his
see
first
Anthony
dunk.
Edwards.
What type of show
I think
is this?
they
He
said
brought
that-
the prop out on his first dunk.
they said that next year they're gonna put $1 million up.
That ain't the shit to them.
It might not be, but
They too scared to lose their reputation.
But y'all want to know this one thing, though? Probably starting with the judges and the people in the crowd. Did y'all see any Hall of Famers like you used to? Remember, we used to see everybody in the crowd, Dr. J, everybody like.
Well, Dr. J was there.
I think
I
the
ain't
Hall of
see- I ain't
Famers.
see nobody.
It's newer Hall of Famers now.
Who?
You can only roll.
We
Dr.
ain't even had LeBron in them now.
No, it's I can't remember who was on the panel, but I remember when we watched it and we were looking and we were like,
Jason Richardson on the
Yeah.
panel, Vince Carter,
Hall of Famers.
Them are slam dunk legends.
Kevin
Legends.
Garnett, Kenny Smith.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famers.
Kenny Smith, because TNT was leaving. So
They're just a younger version of Dr. J and Dominique
And
Wilkins.
Kenny Smith was in the dunk contest before.
Yeah, just
So-
younger versions.
So when did they just, we just gonna bring in people who won before?
When them niggas got old,
Aaron Gordon and all them ain't on that judging and shit.
nah, they still playing. But out of retired players, that's what I want to see.
Man, that wasn't no Hall of Famers in the crowd. You don't see nobody.
Where was it
I ain't
this year?
see
Was it
MJ
Cleveland?
the whole weekend.
Golden State.
Golden State?
Shaq was there.
Shaq was there because he was working with TNT.
Yeah, Shaq's always
Nah,
there.
yes, he's always there.
But besides that, with All-Star Weekend, they ended up getting 4.7 million viewers. Thank you, Coach, for stats. And then I guess this does hit on the lack of Hall of Famers participation in the events. I looked at the format, and the format that they had with how much time the players played and
Yeah,
what
it
was going
crazy.
on, that was disgusting.
It's a circus.
See,
It
I
was
think what
absolutely
they should have
disgusting.
did was have it was 3 games in the whole tournament.
Right.
The first 2 games should have been 2 quarters.
Yeah.
And then the last game should have been a half.
Yeah.
So they
I'm with
all
that.
would have played 4 quarters.
I'm with that.
That's so you got it's like you watching the whole game at least.
And I'm all for the on-court commentating, like the live commentating, because that gives you like the remember NBA Street,
Yeah,
the game
give you
NBA,
that Rucker feel.
it gives you that Rucker feel where the guy MCing the actual event. I'm with that, but I just didn't like the execution of how they did it, because they would do it in between and it would hold up the play. You had Shy and Kevin Hart going back and forth,
Yeah.
and they're waiting to play, and Shy's like, "Bro, let's just play." And then
Kevin
he's
Hart
pissed
getting
off.
annoying, man. I'm tired of seeing his ass, bro.
Y'all
Yeah.
want to talk about the elephant in the room?
What is that?
I thought they played harder though.
About you?
They did. They
No,
did.
They didn't.
They did.
No,
A little bit. They did.
No,
they
they
wasn't just letting people do alley oops.
Yeah,
and
they
all
were.
that stuff.
But,
Yeah, they
but
were.
it was only in the beginning,
Yeah,
and
they
then
were.
and then
They played a little hard.
less than halfway through, they were full court press.
So they decided to play a little bit once the team got to 32. So for the last 8 points of the game, because the games went to 40. So
Right.
about the last 8 points, somebody got up, but it was too late.
And that's
I'm
another
not-
thing.
I'm not
40,
mad
that's
at
like
the-
that's less than a quarter in the
That's
All-Star
the quarter
game.
in the NBA.
I'm not mad at the format. The format was good if it just went a little longer. Like having the young
They
guys.
played for 35. I think they said they played for 30. It was like 30 minutes worth of basketball for a 3-hour
I saw,
telecast.
Yeah.
I saw 25 minutes.
Something like that. Something like that.
But the elephant in the room was that nobody really wanted to play against the rising stars. So they felt like they didn't have the opportunity. They didn't earn
the
the
Rising
opportunity.
Stars.
yeah. Should they
didn't
have
earn-
had? Should they have had
I
that
feel like the
opportunity to play?
foreign. I
Nah,
think
they
the
felt like-
foreigners should have won that.
Now they felt like they felt like they didn't earn the opportunity to be on the All-Star
Oh,
day
yeah.
on Sunday.
They wasn't
so
even
that's
picked.
that's why LeBron James and a lot of the people didn't show up. LeBron James said at the last minute, because his team was scheduled to play them. He's like, "No, I'm not playing against them kids. Like I'm an All-Star Hall of Famer. Those kids are just kids."
How did they get voted on anyway?
They had their own
How the fuck
tournament.
is Dalton Connect at the All-Star
On
game?
They had
Saturday,
they had their own
game.
tournament.
Yeah.
And then, so
Right.
the winner of that tournament got to play the next day.
So that's why LeBron was
But-
like, "I'm not about to play against Dalton Connect or fucking
Yeah, that's
Amir
crazy.
Thompson and all them right now." So that
I get it. Draymond went the fuck off about it. Draymond said when I came up, you had to earn the right to play on Sunday.
yeah.
That was the thing. And I get it. I understand it. I still think that the format.
So that's why
is good.
why a lot of the Hall of Famers like, man, that's a spectacle, man. It's just gonna be a circus, and that's exactly what it was. Like you have Kevin Hart and them bringing out fishing, going fishing in the middle of the game, though.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna pause the game. The game ain't shit but 40. They paused it when they get to 12 or 22 or some shit, and we got to wait a whole 30-minute intermission of some people we about to see next year.
Yeah.
They going to ESPN. They like, we ain't about to see their ass no more. What the fuck? That was horrible.
It was terrible, like the intermissions, the stop and play. Also, as an athlete, if you're going out and you're playing a game, here's the reason why I can't be too mad at the effort given. Because if you're an athlete and you're playing a game and you're trying to be competitive and you stop the gameplay, you can get hurt.
But that's the only game really they stopped, though, man. They wasn't going hard. They wasn't going
But
hard.
if that's what if they know how things are going to be laid out and they know it's going to be a 3-hour broadcast and they're only playing until 40, then they I'm pretty sure they have an idea. We're only going to be playing so long. I can't be hot and cold.
Yeah. Yeah,
you still got to have substitutions. How you get substitutions on a game that go to 40?
I know.
Right. The teams was kind of small. But it
my fix for it all.
I like the tournament. I like that.
I think
They
they
just
should
got to
play
fix
quarters.
it up. They got to fix it up a little bit. That's all.
12 minutes.
I say go back to East versus West. Yeah. Wear your original jersey like they did in the 90s.
I like that. I like the international versus the world or versus America type shit.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. I was expecting that last game to be like real competitive and real like the international players saying like we gonna whoop y'all ass.
Yeah,
right, but they weren't.
They didn't even.
They just Steph Curry, let him shoot.
Yeah. So you
Luka didn't play.
So you have the NHL, which did the Four Nations. Was that their All Star?
I guess that was like they all
format.
That was their All Star.
I heard that shit was off the chain.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with hockey, I mean, they have enough players from those four to actually for it to be competitive. You know, like hockey is an international sport, more so than basketball is. Also, the rosters are bigger, so they can really get deep in their bag when it comes to things like that.
That was just like the Olympics then.
Yeah.
And but the only thing that I don't really like about that is you had the 4 teams, right? So you had USA, Canada, Finland, and Sweden.
Yeah.
What about the hockey players that's from other countries?
Like Russia.
Yeah, no.
They didn't get to play at all this time?
Fucking Russia would have rocked it. I don't know if maybe they joined other teams. But that's the only reason why I wouldn't. With the NBA, couldn't do anything like that. They could do the world versus
one of the dudes that I
USA.
seen, they interviewed this dude from America, from the USA team, and he had a last name like like one of them Russian names.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know, America is full of a melting pot of everybody else.
And then also, I mean, there was a guy who was on ESPN and he was talking about the differences between
PK Subban.
Yeah, you saw
the
it.
black guy.
Yeah. I liked his passion.
Yeah.
I agree with everything he had to say. He do you remember what he said?
Yeah,
give it to me.
So he pretty much is talking about, and then we were going to talk about it anyway too, about the difference in the effort that's giving by the players.
Yeah.
So he was making a big argument that hockey players, they don't cheat the game at all. So there's no way that they can cheat the game.
They way more physical. Pause.
He's saying, you know, when they're in the game, they're giving it all. And if you don't give it all, you have a chance of being hurt, or you actually have a chance of, you know what I'm saying, not playing because everybody's giving that energy.
Yeah.
But they don't care because they care about the game. So if they get hurt, they get hurt. That's the name of the game.
But when I kind of did some research on that though. Hockey players, they star players is only playing 19 to 20 minutes a game. So they still got a 48, 50-minute game. So imagine if LeBron only had to play 19 minutes. You're going to go hard as fuck.
Is that like a rebuttal to him?
Wait.
That's a rebuttal to that because
where'd you get that research from?
I did that research myself. They do all these line switches.
They do line switches.
Where they star players only get 19, 20 minutes a game.
But them 19, 20 minutes, they go hard.
Who can't go hard when you're only playing 19, 20 minutes? And then check this out.
Between basketball,
you're not even playing offense and defense.
You skating up both ways.
You can't. The defenders can't come on the offensive side.
Only can't cross a certain line.
Only people going over the half court is the two wings in the center. That's three people. The defenders got to stay back. So why you can't go hard in 19 to 20 minutes?
You know how exhausting that is, though?
Man, it's still only 19. It's not more exhausting than basketball. That's the more exhausting.
Have you gone skating?
Yes. Skating is easier than running, exhaustion-wise. You can glide. Running, you can glide. Every time. You see these guys running up and down the court 10 times without even touching the ball?
I'm trying to find if you could see the minutes.
Yeah, just look average. Just look at the average minutes for Sidney Crosby.
Connor Bedard.
Yeah, per game, something like that.
Yeah, let's use Sidney Crosby because I know him. Average time on ice is what they call it. 20 minutes and 21 seconds.
You see what I'm saying?
How long is the quarters?
They have 3 periods.
Well, period 3. How long are the periods?
15 minutes.
15 minutes apiece.
It's 40. So it's a little less than half the game.
So I don't want to hear that bullshit of y'all going harder when you only playing a third of the game.
Nigga, you the one that brought this topic up.
Because this is a popular topic.
It is a popular topic.
This is the most popular topic of the week.
I know, but you saying the All-Star game they playing harder, but you saying now that they're not really playing harder.
Well, no, he was bringing up the topic and repeating because I asked him what the gentleman said. And I initially agreed with what he was saying. And he spoke with a lot of passion. And it was crazy because it was coming from a black man.
PK Subban.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the end of the day, they all playing hard.
Yeah.
If you sub in, the people you sub out, maybe the stars are out, but even the players you put in, they playing hard.
Right.
Basketball, the players ain't playing hard at all.
Yeah, they are.
Not an All-Star game. Not an All-Star game.
But think about that's not an All-Star game. But it ain't just about All-Star games. It's about every game.
That's what we're talking about. The effort that's being put in All-Star games.
When he generalized it to every game.
Yeah,
he was talking about load management and all that stuff.
Every
game. But think about this though. When players didn't have all this, when we wasn't in this player empowerment movement, the players really gave a shit when they was out there on the court.
Yeah.
You had players hustling. That's why you only see bench players come in and kind of give that grind and hustle.
Right.
When the stars in there, they letting people blow by them and just going through the motions because they already got $200-300 million.
That's few and far between, though.
Do you feel like hockey is a bit more of a team sport than basketball is?
Yeah,
you gotta rely.
You can't go through a whole defense with a hockey puck and do everything yourself. Only a couple people's ever been doing it. Because the thing is with hockey, like even you gotta be able to pass.
You have to think like offside, like to even offsides, right? Like you have to be in a certain position to progress the puck,
right?
So I understand why they would be moving a lot more in hockey, but do you feel like the passion for the game?
I'm gonna give you a good example.
Well, it's all about they all got to set each other up. It's passing,
right?
This is a great example for it right now. So, if USA played Canada in the Olympics right now for basketball, do you think there would be 3 fights in 9 seconds?
No, it'd be
hockey is just a more physical sport to begin with.
No, I'm just saying it.
And that's a heated rivalry.
And just the animosity of it all.
That wasn't a heated rivalry.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. No.
USA. Canada didn't want USA thinking that they've taken over their sport. Canada feel like they run
Canada
hockey.
Been running hockey.
Exactly.
But don't you feel like that could be the same in USA ball?
That's why I said the USA versus the international players would have been heated.
Nah.
I don't think they've been fighting though, because they all friends and shit.
No. They were fighting because of the tariffs that Donald Trump set against Mexico and Canada. And when they played the U.S. national anthem in Canada, they booed them. So that's why they were fighting. So
the players booing or the fans booing?
The fans.
Right.
So they didn't have no rival. They fighting it because of Donald Trump's tariffs against Canada. That's why they fought.
I don't think.
As soon as the game started, 9 seconds, fight.
I don't think there would be.
As soon as that fight was over, another fight.
I don't think there would be fights, but I will say I did see there's a documentary that's out right now, and there's excerpts of it that are making its way online. And the documentary was about Team USA in the last Olympics.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
And then just like looking at the responses and the
Hold on,
passion.
don't ruin it though.
Yeah.
I'm watching that shit. I just started it yesterday.
Oh no, I was just speaking on the passion of the players in the different countries. It varied a little bit. America still has this weird cockiness about themselves when it comes to basketball. Like
Because
yeah,
of the dream team.
You ever seen the stance at a soccer game in different countries?
but it's different though.
Bro,
it's different.
hundreds of thousands of people doing the same chants
It's
and ready to fight.
different,
Mhm.
But they them countries love, they have passion for that shit. They love it.
You ever seen basketball in Greece?
Yeah,
It's the
same way.
same shit.
There's
Same way.
their soccer games ain't no difference than Ohio State and Michigan State football games.
Ohio State, Michigan.
Michigan, not
Yeah.
Michigan State. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, the
stadium,
animosity.
the
yeah.
stadium is just a little bigger, but
But I'm
if
talking
they
about
had 200,000
everybody
people get fed,
jumping and chanting at the same time. Like it's
I went to I'll tell you this much. I went to a random Chicago Fire game. Just a random one. Wasn't important, wasn't nothing. I think it might have even been preseason. And that shit was way more lit than any baseball, Cubs, Sox, Bulls, any sporting event I've ever been to. It was way more lit than that. With the fucking drums and everybody yelling and screaming. Like
Yeah.
they just
I was
turn up.
always a firm believer the Bulls had the worst home court advantage in any team in the league.
yeah, they distract
Our
you.
fans are terrible.
That's
at
because
the
they
stadium.
distracting you the whole time.
But even I've been to
you
Phoenix.
looking for Benny the
I've been-
Bull. You
I've
all on
watched-
there looking at the races and shit. You
I
getting
went
distracted.
to a Suns Lakers game when Kobe was playing, and it wasn't that lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe you.
like
Dude, people
I've
take
been to
soccer
a,
serious.
I've been
But
to I've been to
Golden
a
State,
whiteout.
Sacramento.
I've been to a
it's
whiteout-
different stadiums.
I've been to a whiteout Blackhawks, and at the time they were playing the Arizona Coyotes. I went to a whiteout game, and even that wasn't as lit as this random soccer game. They just some sports they just take different. It's just they take it more seriously. I don't think that you could going back to
See, that soccer game that you went to was in a smaller arena. You know what I'm saying? They had a DJ there, so it was more.
No, it wasn't that. This was way
It was
out
at Allstate. You said Chicago Fire, right?
Yeah, no, this is a couple years ago when they were at the Toyota spot outside.
Okay.
So it was bigger. It was bigger. It was crazy, man. I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the passion that you get with that you'll get in American basketball. I just don't think. I don't think you'll get it from the fans. I don't think you get it from the players.
Well, that's because soccer, the soccer fans are almost like high school or college fans, where they
Kinda.
feel like they are really a part of the team, like that's in their blood. So they like when you go watch them college basketball games or high school games, the stands be full of alumni. They be going crazy. Because they feel like they're a part of it, you know what I mean, and that's
Yeah.
how them soccer fans feel. Basketball fans, they just going to see a game, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Yeah.
people that just on a date maybe or just taking their kids.
But think
or, you know
about
what I'm
this
saying?
though. But think about this though. Basketball fans, basketball is more of a culture.
Right?
Because when you go to a basketball game, you gotta have a jersey. You gotta have a hat. You probably got on some Jordans or some LeBrons or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a culture of your
There's a swag
lifestyle
about
of
it.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
There's a swag about it.
You go to a Chicago Fire game, you probably ain't gonna wear a Fire jersey. You
You
know,
gonna take your shirt off.
You probably still gonna have on some NBA stuff.
They probably the whole stand's probably wearing all white.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you go if you go into a soccer game, you probably go in there with no shirt and body paint on.
Yeah, so
It's different.
basketball,
Like a college or a high school.
Yeah, you embrace
It's
yourself.
It's more of a
Yeah,
different
you
vibe.
embrace yourself with the culture of basketball, so it's more of a culture thing, you know.
It's more of a show. People going to see a show.
But
They're
you
not
really
into
you're
it.
not
They're not
really
into
even-
it like fans. They're into it to see a show.
And then the
There's
basketball games are so horrible because you can't even hear any commentator or anything. You just, what happened? You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Well, so having said that, if it's a show, why do we expect so much out of the All-Star game if it's a show and we understand that these players can get injured, and why do we have these high expectations?
What I'm saying by seeing a show is just the entertainment of it. So they don't shortchange so you can shortchange the rest of the season.
Think about the
You're
people behind
shortchanging
you.
everybody and everything, so they can't get hurt.
Yeah, the people who coming up behind you, they see you shortchanging it now. Oh yeah, we're gonna shortchange it a little bit more.
The show
now
is
we're
to see you playing
shortchanging
all
a
out.
little bit even more.
Do you think the game of basketball is broken right now?
I think so.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's been broken.
I think so. And I think it all happened
When they
that-
start shooting threes.
It happened with that 06 draft when they started taking drafting potential over actual proven players. So when they start drafting potential and letting people sit 4 years on the bench instead of drafting guys who played 4 years in college, like the back in the day, the Eric Montrose and them, you know what I'm saying, the Shane Battier.
Who went in that draft?
That was the Kobe and them draft.
You said 90. You said 06. You meant
Yeah.
96.
Oh yeah, 96. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's year
I don't
you
think
had,
I don't think it stopped there because it was still
Kobe,
highly
Ray
competitive.
Allen, Nash.
No, but that's when, if you look at the draft, that's when teams, so the first 5-6 people will know. Then after that, it was always a prospects. And then we wouldn't see them prospects ever for another 4 or 5 years. But before the draft, we knew every lottery pick because he was the top person, the All-American on each team. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, can you be mad at that though?
Yes.
He's just trying to get them
Yes.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are you getting though?
Well, in the draft, we ain't get nothing, but they're not banking it on him giving them anything if it's just a prospect.
So
the problem is the talent that's on the court, not giving it
what I'm
day off.
saying. So if you got 6 years worth of prospects on your team that all need 4 years of development, what product are you putting on the team for your fans?
So
I just want effort.
96 draft. Allen Iverson was a sophomore. Marcus Camby was a junior. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, freshman. Stephon Marbury, freshman.
First year they letting all these underclassmen go. This is where it started.
Ray Allen is a junior. Antoine Walker is a sophomore. And then Kobe, of course, came from high school.
High school.
Peja came from Greece. Steve Nash was a senior. Jermaine O'Neal, high school. I mean, I see what you're saying. Guy Ilgauskas from Lithuania, drafted 20th.
Now our drafts, half the draft, we don't know none of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's people who took their team to the Final Four in the Sweet 16 don't even get considered draft. And then played 4 years, averaged in 17 and 8. That used to get you drafted back in the day.
A little over 10 pick, I think 10 or 11 picks didn't even play an NBA game in 96 draft.
The teams ain't about win now. And then so they take that aspect of I want to build these prospects, and then you have teams like Philadelphia where they cheat you. So I want to build these prospects. We got the process. We're gonna tank. We're gonna do all this, and we still don't win or give you anything.
Tanking ruined basketball too. Tanking hurt basketball a lot.
Well, they fixed that.
No, they didn't.
I mean,
The Bulls are tanking right now.
The Bulls
Bulls
been
are just
tanking
ass.
since Jordan left.
I'm watching it. I'm seriously
They've been
watching
tanking since Ben Gordon. You got that subscription?
Well, right before I got a different type of cable. I get everything. But
he said I got different type of
He
Zach
watching that shit a day later.
Shit, I watch live.
And 2K. He
So-
be in fucking 480p. So he blurry than a motherfucker.
When Zach LaVine got traded, before he got traded, Kobe White was showing so much promise.
Yeah.
Vucevic was playing good. Now all of a sudden they traded Zach LaVine, and it's like they don't even play Kobe no more. And when you do play, he don't do shit. Vooch ain't doing shit. They playing that rookie now, and he's the best player on the team right now. They trying to develop them young players.
Yeah.
So they tanking. They just actively tanking. And it's just people are paying their hard-earned money to go see the Bulls play. And they going to see Midas Bazulis.
Hell no,
Right.
that ticket's
And
been
that's
down.
it.
And then we spend our lottery pick on a prospect, and then the prospect never pan out. What
Patrick
does
Williams,
that do?
trash
But
ass.
if you are drafting well, don't you think that that's the way to do it?
No. I would draft somebody who I need right now, not a prospect. They always used to draft the best player available. The best player available.
I mean, I'm not too privy to, because for the past 10 years, the Lakers have drafted very well. The team that I've watched and watched who
How have they drafted very well? They won one championship in the bubble.
because of the picks that they've gotten, they've been able to flip
On other
and
teams.
do
Into what?
well. Anthony Davis, for one. and turn it to Anthony Davis and to Luka. You got to think, who was a player that went through that Luka trade? I can't remember his name. Looked like Kobe.
Max.
Yeah,
something.
Max Christie was a second round draft pick. He was a second round draft pick. They ended up trading him and Anthony Davis for Luka. Like that's kind of
boy got on them nursing hospital shoes. Boy, what you doing? Them orthopedic walkers.
These are called Giuseppe's.
Also, you got to think Austin.
Look comfortable than the motherfucker.
Austin Reeves, second round draft pick. You got to think who was it? Caruso, second round draft pick. They just, that's what they do. They develop. Also, the player that they drafted, Dalton Connect at 17.
Yeah,
senior.
but all these people you talking about they're not
giving you
prospects. These are all proven people in college.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know about that because the Lakers have drafted proven people. Yeah. Austin Reeves, proven. Dalton Connect, proven.
Yeah.
Those are super senior players.
They're trying to win now because they're trying to maximize their time with LeBron.
Right.
I mean, the Celtics do that all the time, though. They draft people.
Do you think
straight to the D League?
Do you think do you think the drafting projects and trying to build young like OKC?
This ain't baseball.
I mean, I understand, but you do need to give players time to develop.
College.
That's why 4 years of college used to be what it was.
Well, also, you know what I think it is? College ball used to be very much alike NBA ball for a certain period of time. 80s, 90s, it was close. Now it's two totally different games.
You think the NIL fucked
Well,
it
it's
up?
going to get worse with the NIL.
It's making it better for the league, I believe.
Yeah, because they can stay back there and develop.
Yeah, you got parity.
Well, that would make them be able to stay because they're already getting paid.
Yeah.
But that's also creating divas at an early age.
You got a point.
That's on the college coach.
I feel like before NIL, they were actually playing harder because they were trying to make it to the league to make that much money.
Yeah.
Nah, see, I see them playing harder because they know that even if I don't make it to the league, I can get a transfer and an NIL deal and be somewhere else. So I see them playing hard. They playing hard out there.
Well, I always believed college players play harder than the pros anyway.
They don't want to get suspended
because a lot of them are probably never play again.
Right.
So these kids are playing the last, and they love these teams. They've spent 4 years, longer than that. They played their whole lives to this point.
Do you think you got those guys like KD and LeBron that's just really ruining the culture though of actually giving the extra effort? That's what I think. I mean, a lot of the efforts and energy get faced on LeBron, but I think KD is a lot to blame for all that too. Because he is the one guy. No, why? Because they were talking about last All-Star game. I think 2 Hall of Famers was in there trying to pump everybody up and tell them, "Oh, come on, let's go work hard." You know what I'm saying? Come out there and do something for the fans. And they say KD was over there like, and then everybody went out there and let them score 200 points. The influence of those guys, once they gone, I think Anthony Edwards, if we can get guys like him,
Wemby.
Ja,
Wemby,
you know what I'm saying? Those guys, they can change
Yeah.
it back.
Wemby looked like he was mad as hell.
Wemby said he was going to take it serious and he was going to go hard.
Wemby came up and got on the podium and said, "I'm not here to make friends."
Yeah, Wemby was out
I
there
ain't heard
playing
nobody
hard.
say that.
He's now my favorite player in the
He's
NBA.
international.
Yeah,
He's my
That's how
favorite
them
player.
international players be.
He was trying to hoop in the All-Star game.
I think when LeBron is gone and KD's gone and Steph is gone, and they're not, and there's no more buddy between those guys.
But Steph ain't really in that crowd because Steph participates in everything.
He participates.
He's in 3-point contests all the time.
Yeah,
if he was that type of guy, he'd be like, "I'm known as the best shooter, and I ain't participating."
Well, true,
like KD.
But it's
KD
just
ain't showed us shit.
It's that generation of players.
I think Curry's.
I think now that you have Wemby and you have Anthony Edwards, I think with those two players and the mindset they have, Anthony Edwards got this real like
killer, man.
Fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
Like he's got that dog
why
in
I
him.
like him.
You haven't seen that dog in nobody.
Dude, he's cocky as fuck,
Anthony Edwards
but
is
he
like-
can back it up.
He's
That's
getting
why he my
doubled.
favorite.
He's
No, he
getting
reminds
doubled
me-
and triple team damn near every time.
That's why he's my favorite.
And you know what he did when he was getting double and triple team? He called Michael Jordan
Yeah.
and asked for advice.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen players like this since Kobe.
Yeah.
I think like that dog is coming back. And I think once those legacy guys out of the league, I think we got something good to look forward to because Ant is one of them. He's like Kevin Garnett.
But the thing is, it's so hard to see that in the American players. My top 5 players that I like in the league right now is because they got that dog in them.
Yeah.
And they're all international besides Ant.
I think Ant can be the one to bring it out because I tell you this much: Ant and them Thomas twins, and a couple of them out there that just play.
They different.
They play angry basketball,
and they didn't go to college.
Houston,
they different.
Houston is an angry college or is an angry team.
I think Shea might have a little dog in him.
Yeah, he just
he nice as hell though. But he got a little dog.
He just the thing is he
gonna try to get 35 every game.
He's zesty as fuck though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That nigga be wearing a bra.
He baits people.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Huh?
There ain't no dog in that.
He didn't wear a bra.
He be baiting people and stuff. Like he plays too much like Harden, kind of. Like remember Harden used to bait people in the fouls and stuff like that.
Oh,
he does. Like I don't like that. I don't
hate
like
that
the way he
But
plays.
what I'm saying is, I know he gonna go out there and try to get 35 every night.
Zesty though.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he might not have a dog in him.
he may be like Allen I.
Wait, don't. That's
Don't do
one of the
Allen
dogs of all dogs right there.
What I'm saying is like his impact on the court is just shooting, but he's not gonna posterize anybody. Ant's gonna posterize you, put you on the ground,
That's just
yell
two
at you,
different
scream at you.
athleticisms.
That's what I'm saying. He'll probably do the best that he can for his athleticism. I don't see him jumping out of the gym and shit like that. Or maybe like Tracy McGrady, where you didn't hear too much out of Tracy McGrady, but you knew it was a dog. He's gonna get his
He was
points.
too smooth with it.
Yeah.
See, the NBA I don't think the NBA just drafts the best talent anymore. I think they just hire people for specific roles.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask.
I don't think that's
Let me
that's
ask
what
you
I think
guys,
the problem
Look
with
at
the
analytics
is.
and shit, bro.
Let's say you're one of these teams like the Bulls, for instance, right? Let's say you're the Bulls, and you can move that Vucevic contract, and so he's gone, right? And you have $60 million free cap space, just hypothetically. I don't know what they have, but you're the Chicago Bulls. You're the third biggest city in the United States, right? You should really have 2 teams because you're just that big of a city.
Right.
What's the better way to build a team? Is it to bring a superstar and then draft older players to fit those roles? Or is it better to blow the whole thing up and just start at the bottom with all fresh talent? So you're throwing out, 3 or 4 rookies and,
The first, it starts with up top. You got to have somebody that knows the game of basketball running your operations. When you got an owner,
but let's say,
no, I'm not talking about shit about basketball.
I'm not talking about who they have. I'm saying if you're the owner. If you're the owner, which way is the best way to do it? Is it best?
It's a combination of all of it.
Yeah, you got
a combination of all of it.
Because you have teams.
You got to have
teams
veteran leadership. You got to have rookies. You got to. You want to build young. You got to start.
Yeah,
but you got to have
you
veteran
teams
leadership.
like that have superstars that just draft for need. Like I would say Denver. Denver does that. But they just draft where they need, and they draft older players, or they'll grab older players, not older players, but like 24-year-olds coming out of college, right? Or you got teams that are like OKC. OKC got it out the mud. Like they had Shy, and they had Shy, and that was it. And then everybody else
they had
drafted.
like 17 draft picks,
right? That's
because they were is it
better to do
trade away KD and Russell and all that?
That's called a rebuild. They just hit it the right way.
Is that the right way, or is it better to
for 15 years?
Is that the right way, or is it better to just I'm gonna get I'm gonna get Kevin Durant, and I'm gonna bring Kevin Durant to Chicago, and then I'll fill out through the draft.
In a market like Chicago, I don't think that you have the ability to the luxury to say I'm rebuilding. Right. With the budget and the market that you have, you should always be competitive.
Through Chicago, that's the way. You get Kevin Durant, and you try to build a team through there, and then you get rookies that can.
Right.
You got
so you're saying OKC can do it because they're not a big market team, and they have the luxury of.
They fans wasn't expecting to go to them games all the time like that. I mean, they was just happy to have a team. They just got that team.
So the bigger the city, the bigger the expectation is what you're saying.
That's what makes the Bulls so bad, because we're in a huge city and our expectations are low.
And we got the number 1 in tennis in basketball.
I will say, as a side note,
every year.
I don't know if you guys have seen this story, but the brothers that own the Suns, They're billionaires. They have a what do you call? They have an ownership stake in the Chicago White Sox. Very small, minority owner. They were looking to purchase the Minnesota Twins. They backed out last minute of purchasing the entire team, and they're going to increase their ownership stake in the Chicago White Sox.
Best thing for Chicago White Sox, get Reinsdorf the fuck away from there as much as you can.
So it looks like
Reinsdorf.
It looks like Reinsdorf was just gearing up to get them a new stadium, so they don't have to worry about it. But by this time next week, we should know how much they're gonna be, and they're billionaires.
And I don't even think it's Reinsdorf. I think it's his son now. I think he gave it. I think his son runs the Bulls, and he might still run the White Sox.
But they would be getting control. And if they get control, I'm talking about this. These are the same dudes that brought KD and Bradley Beal.
That don't sound impressive at all to me.
Well, in basketball,
Shit.
it's different, because in basketball, if you get 3 superstars, which Bradley Beal, he was a star in his own right.
He was a superstar in Washington.
KD's a superstar, but in basketball, it just doesn't work because of ball distribution.
KD's a bum. I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
No.
I'm tired of KD ass.
I feel you.
Complaining, he's a bum.
But he
ain't balling out, though.
But
KD ain't done shit.
Yeah, they get averaging 28 a game.
Yeah, but they under 500.
But here's the thing:
he's a bum.
They should be doing more.
If you were to get
nappy head ass,
if you were to get the KD of
ashy ass ankles,
if you were to get the KD of baseball and the Bradley Beal of baseball and whatever those equivalents are, and the Devin Booker of baseball, and you put them on a team, that's a good fucking team. That's the equivalent.
That's a nappy head ashy team.
that's like one of them Yankees teams they y'all be having all the time.
It'd be like
nothing.
Right.
It'd be like the Dodgers. That's the type of money that they're bringing.
The White Sox can't be that because they got to compete against the Cubs, so the market's not that big. Even though they're in Chicago in this main market, they're still the baby sister.
But if you're the 3rd richest owner in the league in baseball, where there's no cap,
yeah, but you're not just going to spend money.
They're spending $150 million in luxury tax down there in Phoenix.
Yeah, it's way more money in NBA than it is the MLB for the owners.
Who's the free agents you talking about that's going to be coming to the White Sox?
I don't know who the free agents are going to be next year.
They all been getting signed already.
Nobody want to play baseball in the cold.
But I will tell you this much:
they need a dome.
I'll tell you that. Well, I don't know, because they're going to get a new stadium too. I think.
So.
But if you're rich in baseball, that's it. That's all you really need. Money in baseball is because there's not a lot of money in baseball at all. But if you're a billionaire in baseball, you pretty much do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because baseball have no salary cap.
Yeah, you look at
money guaranteed.
Look at the Mets. The perfect example of just how the Mets are 2 different teams every year. They play the first half.
Yeah,
he's like, "Fuck this. This ain't working. More money." Brrr, reshuffles the whole deck.
And they always have either the 2nd or the 3rd highest budget.
Yeah,
every year.
And he don't give a fuck. He spends money.
Yeah, now that's.
When's the last time they won a World Series?
Well, no. This guy's only owned. He's only owned them for, I believe, 3 or 4 years, and they went to the playoffs. I think 2 out of the 3 years. So they've been good, and they just signed Juan Soto to the richest deal.
But think about this though. So this is the perfect example. So baseball, you got like the Dodgers, and then you got the Yankees, and then the Mets. So those are the 3 highest teams with the budgets, right?
Right.
So with the Yankees, let's say their TV budget is probably $1 billion.
Yeah,
they on their own network.
So they $1 billion goes strictly to the payroll. That's not fair for the Marlins, whose TV deal is only $10 million.
No, I agree with you.
They can't compete if they're only able to spend $60 million on payroll.
And that's what I'm saying.
The Yankees can spend $260 million on payroll.
That's what I'm saying.
So why don't baseball change that? That's why we don't have no parity in the baseball. It's always the same teams winning every time. It's just whoever wants to spend the money. And
that's exactly what I'm saying. Now you have another billionaire who can pay people like this that are better than this to go out there and get, and do better for the team. Like if you're a billionaire in baseball, you're going to go to the playoffs. It's just the way it works.
Because all the no salary cap, better just spending the money.
Yeah.
When you say better than this, you're pointing at Who's that? Louis
Robert. Yeah.
Louis Robert.
He's
For the listeners that's listening and not watching.
Louis Robert. Louis Robert is the best player on their team right now. And it's not saying a whole lot, but
not a lot at all.
I mean, but 2 years ago when he had something to play for, we were talking about he's one of the best players in his position in baseball. You know, I mean, he obviously doesn't have a whole lot to play for right now, but if you give him a billionaire owner who's known to spend money and who's known to do what it takes.
Well, the White Sox, they've been known to just get good players and ship them out as soon as they get good.
Imagine
that's because they don't have a sports guy as the owner.
And also because they don't want to spend the money.
Yeah. Since we're talking about baseball, what do you guys think about the effort that the guys on the field show compared to the other sports?
I think that it's...
You think they have a problem like the NBA have of people not showing up, not playing?
Yeah. I think it's just...
They do?
I think it's just...
I haven't seen it. I'd love to notice it.
I think that it's just... you can't see it as well with baseball because of the way that it's played. It's really hard to tell.
And when baseball
players coaches do different lineups often.
Right.
So you'll have, when a certain pitcher pitch, you might have a different catcher that only catches when he pitches.
Yeah.
So it's different things, different scenarios.
But
this is
a way of showing that you're not really giving an effort in baseball. Home run or strikeout. That's it. If that's all I'm going to give you at the plate is a home run or a strikeout, you're not really giving that effort.
Yeah, because you're not working the count.
That's what I'm saying. You're not really giving that effort. So if that's what baseball is kind of turning to, home runs or strikeouts, then I can see them not really giving
home
effort.
runs and strikeouts are the equivalent of the 3-point shot.
Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna just come in there and be lazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's Javi Baez.
The ball used to hit the dirt.
Also,
used to be
swinging every damn thing.
Also,
like Sammy in '94.
Right.
Also in baseball, you got to think like a lot of these guys are international guys as well, and they paid these international guys when they're like 15 years old. They're millionaires.
But they play their ass. But they be playing because that's in their nationality. That's their country. That's what they know.
But a lot of guys come up rubbing their bellies already, and they're millionaires already. They're divas already.
You see them now,
and you see them, and then not only, I mean, granted,
you still want to come to the MLB and prove yourself.
Yeah, granted, they still have to go to AAA, AA, but still, like in baseball,
like the Manny Ramirez's, we always knew we can get a little bit more out of him.
Put it this way, this is actually funny because
come on, man.
Before he got traded to the Yankees, Chisholm was actually talking about how fucked up the locker room was in Miami because they didn't have anything to play for, and how about how all the vets weren't really giving an effort and weren't guiding the guys in the right way. Right.
Well, think about it. You stand around for 75% of the. Think about being an outfielder.
Right.
The ball might not come to you the whole game.
In the pros, yeah,
and you got to sit.
Yeah, in
there.
the pros, it do come to you, but not in the little leagues. But in the pros, you getting that.
Maybe not the whole game.
Right.
But if you were in right field. And
it's not like it's coming every play.
You sitting there talking shit with the fans all day.
Y'all 13 and 20. Y'all 13 and 35.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Fourth game in 5 nights.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And like in baseball, it's kind of harder to mask because they're not playing a game where you have to run and do all these things every single play. Like on basketball, like you can see a guy jogging up the court in basketball. You're like, why is he not playing hard? But baseball, you can't really tell.
But what I'm saying is your demeanor comes from that. You're sitting around slouching. Your team sucks. You're the bottom of the division. You don't got no will, or you don't have no future in sight of winning or coming back to get in the playoffs. So that demeanor, when you get to the bat, you want to get yours, right? But if you're already coming to bat with the bad mentality and attitude, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
Do
you know what I'm saying? So your whole attitude is
with it, though. Do you think the money has something to do with it, though? Think about it.
I don't think
they get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
So some of them could be like, I'm getting paid. I don't really need to be.
When you play for
you do see a drop off from players after they got their bag, and
when you're Moncada and you're playing for the White Sox and you've already got paid, you already got your bag. Yeah. But so they disguise it differently.
That's not helping anything, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like
You all of a sudden stop taking your steroids.
yeah. No, I'm just saying like baseball and basketball are kind
They're
of the
not Bobby
same
Portis,
as far
right?
as effort.
I feel like baseball
We'll get
is
on
too
that.
individual. It's too individualistic of a sport.
To compare.
Yeah, because
That's
everybody's out for themselves.
That's fair.
And a pitcher has to give effort. If you ain't getting
Yeah,
effort,
no,
you're gonna,
pitcher,
right,
you're
he
gonna
was
embarrass
trash, yeah.
yourself.
You're not gonna. Let me just underhand this.
Yeah, and then so you don't really have an
And
opportunity.
you only playing once
Yeah.
every 5 games.
And you don't have the
So unless you're a reliever.
so it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like an NBA guy. You're
Right.
going up
Yeah.
and down every day. So the NBA guys is probably have the most wear and tear on their body, so that they probably getting the worst scrutiny because of that. They're not giving the effort, but they're doing the most.
And they're running
out there
on hard.
playing-
They running on hardwood floors.
Look at Josh Hart playing 43, 44 minutes of the game.
So yeah, and that makes sense that you mentioned that with baseball too. It's really hard to compare baseball, hockey, and basketball together because it's just different things that they do, different times that they play.
Even football,
so
you
it-
only playing offense or defense.
It's individual. Let's think about it. If you're in the outfield, even at bat, it's you against the pitcher. Hey, I got to get mine. You know, I got to hit. Now it's your job to get your hit, but I got mine. You got to get yours. Now,
And then you're right. Once the ball is hit, now it's me and just the ball.
Yeah.
So
It is
having
more
said
individual
that-
than everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So having said that, now that we look at
You're right about
now
that. I
that you
never
look
thought
at
about that.
NHL, where you're only playing 20 minutes a game, but you can play really hard. You're looking at football. Football is how many minutes in a game? Football,
40, but you playing half the game,
right?
right, but it's like hockey.
where it's 60 minutes.
It's not individualistic. Besides the goalie, because the goalie is me against all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But-
true.
But everybody
But
else, you
think
got to
about
pass
this.
to each other. They
The
run
goalie,
plays.
the goalie only getting 20 shots at him a game.
Yeah.
So can you be
But he
that?
got to save all of them.
Can you be
Yeah.
that
You know what I'm saying?
mad? Can you be that mad at NBA at NBA players for not playing as hard because they're playing longer?
I can
Yeah,
because
another
the
man is
players in the
relying on you,
and
too.
the players in the past did it.
Yeah.
The players in the past did it, so it can be done.
That's like the guy in football that left and they was like, we might get his ass whooped in the locker room. That's the ultimate team sport. You don't leave your boy. If you ain't gonna play hard, nigga, get off the court.
Get off the court.
Cause I'm putting my all into it.
Not for real.
Like, how mad would you be if you're playing? You just see some dude,
Right,
just
you
jogging.
slacking off.
He's
Now
just
foul
jogging
him.
back.
I get it.
And that's Joel Embiid.
Right.
I get it. I'm with you.
Think about this. The NBA started they little policy now where you have to win at least 65 games before you can be considered for any of their awards.
You have to play 65.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
play
play
65.
65 games. I'm sorry.
Right.
So LeBron James would not have at least 4 of his All NBA awards if that was the case.
I'm glad they did that though.
I'm
That
glad
makes
too.
them
That's
play, yeah.
You gotta play. Yeah, you gotta play.
That's 4 All NBAs that's on his accolades that wouldn't be there because he didn't play 65 games that year.
They should put an asterisk.
I feel like they did that
And it's
because
3 for Steph Curry.
I feel like they did that because of Kawhi.
3 for Kawhi, 3 for Steph, 3 for Kawhi.
Because
and
San
then you got
Antonio
Shaq.
started all that shit.
Paul
Yeah.
George used to always do that shit too. He would always sit out.
Yeah, so those NBA guys are still getting rewarded for giving lackadaisical effort.
Why is it
Lackadaisical effort.
that player? Because I went down the rabbit hole in my head of players then and now, and in the 80s and 90s, you still had players that played 20, 30 years, or not 20, 30 years, but 15, 20 years, and played 82 games.
Yeah, Robert Parrish played like 30-something years.
Yeah.
So what's the difference now and then? Why are we seeing players play less, getting injured more, but not playing the same amount of time career-wise overall?
For one, this might sound crazy,
Because they don't even
but it's
practice
these
anymore.
fucking shoes that they be wearing.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
These shoes is crazy. They don't even wear high tops no more, I don't think.
No,
They just be wearing. They
don't. All over.
Oh, they gotta
Break that down to me. Why does that matter?
To
Because
protect your
first
ankle.
of all, that's the most important part of your body is the base. In your sport, you need your legs, your feet. And they wearing these jank ass shoes. I ain't gonna say jank, but everybody that had an Adidas deal tore their ACL at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
they're hooping the nose as basketball. That's considered a basketball shoe now.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's a track shoe.
Right.
So-
roll your ankle.
You roll your ankles all day, and you have a lot of rolled ankles.
Yeah.
So you can blame the shoe company when it comes to things like that. But what I see is like just the effort of everything, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
Because look at Joel Embiid and look at Hakeem Olajuwon. Right?
Our medicine's better.
Our training staff's better. I mean, I don't understand.
But right now, a lot of the things that they were able, a lot of stuff they wasn't able to do back in the day. Not far as ability, just being able to do it league wise. So they train a lot differently now. So it's a lot wear and tear on your body. So with the game being a lot faster, they're moving up and down the court a lot faster than they used to. So it's probably
it was a lot more physical.
Yeah, it's probably a good 20 to 30 more times that they running up and down the court than they used to per game.
Yeah, true.
It is a lot more physical than it is. But now that it's not physical, they have the space. So now they're doing all type of herky-jerky stuff to sprain ankles, tweak knees, and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what it is, too, is like people nowadays are just stat chasing. Back in the day, it was just win. We're going to win.
Yeah, because you had to win before you can get all of the accolades.
That's what I'm saying,
Right.
yeah.
Now it's, I can be Anthony Edwards and I ain't won a damn thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about it because everything's so much better now, and these guys don't even practice now.
Yeah, right. And
They don't
back in
hold
the
practices.
90s, they played 3 games in 4 days.
Yeah.
Now we got guys talking about I can't play a back-to-back.
Or back to back.
LeBron
Jordan
just
was
posted
playing
today,
3 games in 4 days.
LeBron just posted today.
3 games in a row.
They have 6 games in 8 days, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
That's not a problem. The Bulls used to play 3 games in a row. I was like, damn, we got another Bulls game coming on today.
Yeah.
Damn, they playing Charlotte tomorrow. Oh, it's lit this week.
I remember we used to, every year we did the Texas Triangle, they called it.
Yeah.
We played Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas.
3 games
back
in
to
a row.
back to back.
Yeah.
And them physical. You know what I mean? Everybody played.
Yeah.
Nobody, I'm sitting out tomorrow because.
If you were playing, would you sit out?
I love playing. I love hooping. I play every month.
They've created the narrative so bad just so it can make the NBA players not look as soft. They create the narrative, you expected to lose if you played the day before.
Yeah.
That's how they create the next. You playing the back-to-back, you expected to lose.
Yeah.
Why you expected to lose because you played the day before?
I'd play every game.
They used to play every day, play 2-a-day practices, all that shit. Like, come on, man.
Now, I'm not going to say this is my kids' fault, but this the kids that I see is my kids. And I believe all these kids are like this. When I grew up, I watched every game.
Yeah.
I knew sports like an adult. My sons, I have never gotten them to sit down and watch an entire game of basketball.
That's so interesting. That is so interesting.
They know their shit from video games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a friend of mine.
So the
her
love
son
ain't
plays
there for the sport like ours was.
So the NBA is losing the whole fan base.
No, for a friend of mine, her boy plays baseball. He's a pitcher, and he has no idea, like nothing.
Tell me how you say you have passion for something.
Like he only knows
you don't watch
players.
it, you don't study it.
Does not watch the game.
Right.
Does not watch the game. Knows very few greats. Granted, he's 12 or 13.
All the great,
Shit,
But
you 13,
still.
you supposed to know everybody.
Yeah.
all
That's
the
what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
I knew everybody.
Dude,
Like,
That's what I was saying. That was the age I'm talking
When
about.
I-
When I was
Right.
When I worked
13,
nights-
I knew more than I know
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
When I worked nights, I was pissed because I couldn't watch games. And then as soon as I switched to mornings, first thing I thought of, oh shit, now I can watch games. But
yeah, and they don't
You
think
was
that
only
anymore.
watching a Boston game.
What? And,
what other game am I gonna watch?
like there was a little challenge on, you scrolling through. It was like, hey, name these 5 players. If you know this percentage of players, then or if you know this player, then you really up on sport. And they said only 50% of people will know this player, and it was like Elton Brand. And then there's like only 25% of people don't know this player, and it was Antoine Walker.
Man, I could tell you players, but about a silhouette.
And then
I know, right?
I didn't even need the picture.
the player, it isn't only one. He's
That's
like,
Big
if you
Baby Davis
he's
right
like,
there.
you know your 2000s basketball if you know this player, and it was a white player standing next to Kobe. I'm like, oh, that's Vladimir Radmanovic. Like you know that name. You know that name. I don't know if you know that name.
Flawed.
But like we knew them niggas.
Like,
Like
got drafted by the Supersonics.
yeah. just those are players that we knew. Like and it wasn't just from playing the
I
video
always
game.
stop at those videos too. I'm like,
Yeah.
let me see if I know any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. These kids nowadays, they don't have the same passion
No.
for the sport that we had.
No.
So they going out there for the glamour. They're going out there for the highlights. They're going out there to do all this.
So their parents can come see them.
For clout.
Yeah.
To be known, to be that guy, you know, but they not doing the core of the game ain't in them.
I think that's why I double back to like Wemby.
It's not.
Why Wemby is so interesting to me.
So you know how I told you how I started. I told you guys how like I started coaching, right? It was because I was with Alfred, whatever, you know. He was like, "Hey, come to the Y with me and my son." I'm like, "All right, cool." I saw in his son, like, this dude's always like, "Hey, let's go to the Y. Let's go play basketball. Let's go." Dude, he tells me all the time, "Oh yeah, me and my son watch this game." I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll always go with you. I'll help him. You know what I mean? Because he has that drive.
Yeah, he do.
Like,
He do. I like
and he's
little
only
Alfred.
like 8. He's only in the 3rd grade.
And
Now,
you
don't
got,
get me wrong. My kids love this. They love the sport. They love to play. But what I'm saying is, it's a different level
yeah.
when you got the passion for it and you want it as much as, you know, Kobe, Ant-Man. Like
You
these
got pictures
players, they
of-
studied greats.
You got pictures of a young Wemby with Tony Parker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got 3 sons.
I saw that
3
one with
different
him wearing
levels.
the
I got
jersey.
3 sons, 3 different levels of effort of basketball. So my oldest son, talented, don't give you any effort outside of when we play. My middle son, he talented, but he's going to give you all the effort on the court more than anybody. My baby son, training, everything. He's dead. Time to train. Let's go to the Y. Let's do this. He's doing everything. Way more skilled than all of them. I ain't got to say nothing to him. 3 different levels in one house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And it's hard to gauge who's going to give you that, you know? How do you measure heart in sports?
That's why I told my son, I can't teach you that
Yeah, no.
because he'll play a good game for 3 quarters, and then when it gets down to the 4th, and it's time to, hey, it's close, take over. This is your team. Get to it. He'll go missing in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
And I said, you don't have the dog in you, and I can't teach you to be a dog.
No.
He learning it. He getting
That's-
there.
I really hope that the NBA finds a way to get that dog back. But I feel like the league is in good hands with your Wembanyamanas and Edwards.
But it don't help when you're friends with everybody.
Right.
They ain't friends.
That's what's going to bring it back.
The
When I
newest
don't like
crop,
you and you don't like
the
me.
newest crop of kids that are out here, they are not friends. Them
How could it?
Thompson
It's like-
brothers, they don't even like each other when they play each
It's
other.
like even like my AAU high school kids. I was at a game and I was with one of my kids and the team came back. He was just admiring the other players, like, "Hey, little T, hey." I'm like, "Dog, you gotta play against them. Why
Right.
you
Yeah,
admiring them? Them ain't your damn boys."
Yeah.
I
I've
mean,
been like looking at them like,
I give
And
it.
these kids are all coming up. Back in the day, when these kids came out of college, that was the first time they're meeting each other.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they all play with each other. AAU all over the country.
Yeah.
They know each other all from little. So they friends already. They follow each other on social media. They talk. Back in the day, they didn't know each other. Oh, he played here. We gonna kill them.
yeah, you heard
And
about
then we got
him.
to the league.
You
oh,
heard
he think,
about
right.
him.
Oh, he think he tighter than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
it was
give
already animosity.
I give it to the new people though, like the new cats and all that, because like Anthony Edwards, he'll say what's up to you, but when they're playing, we ain't friends.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Like everybody else is
But
like
he still ain't
like LeBron and
that
all them.
killer because
Like,
he's still goofing around.
I think he'll turn it on.
Yeah, he
I
still
think-
ain't.
I think when you
Jordan-ish.
see the day LeBron retires, you'll find out real quick.
What I seen in the playoffs last year, when Ant-Man was barking on KD, I saw a kid that got it.
Yeah.
He just got to be consistent.
But
with
it was front
When I-
loaded though.
When I saw
It was front running. They was winning and he was doing all that.
right, but no, the way he was,
He did.
he was
good.
coming at KD.
It was very impressive.
And
But
when
it was like, yeah, we winning and we got you. Now what you gonna do, old man?
what I seen, what Luka did to AD when he broke his ankles, hit that game-winning 3, and said, "You can't fucking guard me," and he's yelling at him, barking at him,
Mhm.
like that's the shit I like. The international
Yeah.
players do that shit a lot. Jokic, when he want to treat everybody like then can't nobody in this league fuck with me, like and.
That's
he
what you
wanted-
see. That's
he-
what you see when you see
you know,
Jokic.
when he won a
I just see
championship,
some-
he
I
didn't-
don't see that.
I see like some
Hold
I
on.
just see
Okay,
some
hey,
old
let-
fat
let-
ass
let-
guy
let me
walking
get- let me
down
get my
bullying
point.
people.
Let me get my point out. When he won a championship, he didn't try to celebrate. He didn't want to do no parade. He wanted to go back to his country.
Yeah.
He ain't with all that bullshit.
Hinder him.
And that's why they don't like when he in the All-Star game, because he don't give a fuck about that. He want to win championships and go back to his country.
Yeah.
He ain't bit the friendly shit. He don't do that. Like, those type of players I like.
To go back to his country.
Those are
we
type of
friendly
players I
over
like.
here. We friendly in the U.S.
See, you like that friendly shit. I don't like that friendly
man.
shit.
Fuck yo.
Also, I got to say, it
Yeah,
just,
he be killing everybody you like. He be killing them niggas.
news just came out that that Pop is not returning for this season, and he won't be back for the foreseeable future.
Hope he get healthy.
So get well, Pop.
Damn.
So he
From
retired.
Maryville, Indiana.
I hope he retires and gets to enjoy his championships and his
1-9.
time. And,
Yeah, pass that on down to Avery Johnson, the basketball.
Nah, they got a nice guy, man. They coach is pretty good now, man.
What's up with Bobby Portis?
That boy.
Man, that's on some real shit. I think that was a mistake. So if you want to tell the story,
I don't know the full story.
so there's a pain pill. There's two different pain pills, prescription.
Well,
One's
that's 1,000 different.
one's tramadol, and the other is Toradol.
Yeah.
I think, and tramadol is like a souped up ibuprofen or Vicodin. I mean,
I've heard of
like
it.
a Vicodin.
I've heard of
Yeah,
it.
it's an opiate.
And Toradol,
It's more of a Tylenol. Tylenol 4. Non-opiate.
so if the bottles probably look the same, they're in a prescription bottle. One say tramadol, one say Toradol. Maybe he accidentally took the wrong one. You know what I'm saying?
He said that he got it from his agent, not his agent. His
well, that's whoever grabbed it might have grabbed the wrong
boy.
one, or maybe they didn't know that was illegal because
Yeah.
it's a prescription painkiller.
He grabbed
So
it
you
from
don't
who?
you got to
Yeah.
know
one of his managers.
Yeah, if they don't know the what's illegal and not illegal when it comes to painkillers, I think those two are two that you can. Now I can see if he was taking something like crazy.
They made it look like he was taking steroids.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
When I first
But
read
think
it, I
about
thought
bullshit.
it was
It's a
that.
painkiller.
Think about this though. We know the NBA's drug policy. They not about to suspend you 25 games off of one little mistake. So he had to have something else in the past.
Not
No,
only
that's
that,
it's a no tolerance for the drug policy. No matter what
They
it
get
is.
to
It's
smoke
no-
Not
weed
only
and
that,
stuff.
but this
it's not
is a
zero
drug test from
tolerance.
months ago.
That's what I'm saying. This had to happen. Something had to happen in the past.
This where he tested. This was from months ago. This is from I think in November,
What the fuck?
No.
and they're just now suspending him for it.
I think.
wow.
Damn.
I thought you were gonna say there's more to the story, which there could be. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a zero
I'm
tolerance.
thinking that he probably did make a mistake.
But
you know what I'm saying?
but 25 games for a pain.
That's why I'm saying it has
Killer?
to be. It has to be the second or third time that he's had some type of incident.
Right. Yeah. It's something else.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
could be
And it's
something else.
probably quiet, but you're
Because
not
I
going
don't
to just
think-
get 25 games. You losing $5 million because you took a Tylenol over a fucking Vicodin.
Yeah, and that's not even doing nothing much worse.
Right. And if that's the case, the NBA need to revise their drug policy.
Unless Bobby Porter's got an opioid addiction that we don't know about. And
Right. That's what I'm saying. They trying to save him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, stop doing this.
So
Because you be seeing him, he be bugged out. His eyes be bugged out when he be playing.
yeah, he's
I'm
Psycho
trying to find it
Bob.
right now.
I'll kill again. He be looking like OJ out there.
Hey, Bobby had that motherfucking Toradol broken up, and he was snorting that bitch raw.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Man, like you supposed to take them regular, but you snorting them raw. I seen you on that video. You
He be-
breaking them down on the plate.
Don't nobody come off the bench like he come off the bench with that
he
energy.
don't.
Boy.
Yeah, he getting them motherfuckers IV like.
But a painkiller's a
early.
downer though.
Right.
Yeah, that's
so
what
that's
I'm
what I'm
So
saying.
that don't even make sense.
How is that giving him a competitive advantage?
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, it could be, like I said, it could be an addiction. But when he play, he don't play like he on drugs. Like he play like he on coke.
Play on cocaine.
He on
Play
cocaine
like he
and
on a little
shit.
bit of cocaine. But you
But
know,
I don't
cocaine
know.
don't stay in your system. that
25
long.
games. Didn't John Morant get 25 games?
He had to pull a pistol out on the
That's
motherfucker.
crazy.
Yeah,
You
this,
took a painkiller?
this nigga, he was Nurse Betty for a while or something. Something had to pop off with that, man.
They covering something up.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find the
Yeah, it was just a
article. But
he took the wrong pill. But they in the same line of pills to me.
Right. It
It
ain't
ain't
like a
like-
red one and a blue one. They both blue.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
also another player that
Same
would be
shit.
Another player that will be missing some considerable time. Also a Spur. Wemby's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, blood
Man,
clots.
that shit pissed me off. He was on my fantasy team.
Hey, that's a serious thing,
Yeah.
man. I lost somebody I know in my life, just from having a blood clot in his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can go up to your lungs and it can cause some
That's
damage.
serious shit. So,
Yeah.
Think about Chris Bosh. He never was able to come back.
but that's what I was going to ask. Is that something that they can cure and come or go away?
So it's
Yeah.
it's two different kinds. So Chris Bosh had a genetic order, a clotting disorder. Wemby had a shoulder injury. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
okay.
if it's with the shoulder injury, then they say within like it's 6
When it
months no
heals,
matter
it'll
what.
come back.
Yeah, 6 months no matter what. But
When it's genetic,
not a
you're prone
reoccurring-
to it.
Yeah, it's not a reoccurring
All right,
thing.
yeah, okay.
So that's why they had to force Bosh to retire because
His
if
shit.
you're going to be on these blood thinners for your whole life, you can't do physical contact.
Mm.
Yeah, because
Damn.
internal bleeding you won't know and you can die out real easy.
Damn.
I
I always felt bad for Chris Bosh for that. I never liked him as a player, but man, you never want to see that.
That was
shit.
a career cut short right there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're gonna let Magic Johnson come with the package,
Right, but
You need
can't
to let me play
yeah.
with blood clots.
Yeah.
You got
You know what I'm
whole
saying?
dude.
I can't answer to nobody.
Right,
The package.
you got the whole package. If my blood get on you, it's a problem. But
He got a whole house in Virginia.
package is crazy.
That's
that boy had the package out there playing.
Anything else you guys want to get to before we head out of here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was kind of again, Jay with the good pick for the Eagles. You know, he ain't gonna let nobody lay that down. We got a whole
Hell
nother
nah.
year.
When Denver go to the finals,
even
we
though
gonna do
the
this
Bears
again.
were supposed to be in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, we supposed to win 10 games too.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I remember
I
that.
said
I remember that.
I said 8 and 9.
That Hail Mary fucked everything up, man.
Yeah, it did, man. One play.
One play.
Well, the play before that when
Well, that really.
ruined the whole motherfucking season.
I can't see anything else going crazy in the news world right now. Matthew Stafford and the Rams are looking at making a deal. He's probably going to New York.
One other crazy thing,
What
it's
did
off sports topic, man. What do you think about them fucking plane crashes that's
Yeah.
going on right now?
What the
bro?
fuck?
Come on, bro.
87 plane crashes.
Well,
Or
okay.
incidents. Plane incidents.
And they're shedding light on it, but the amount of incidents are actually down this year. They're down this year more than they've been in the past like 2 or 3 years. It's just that they're getting more press right now for some reason.
No,
You mean to tell me planes,
Nah.
planes was flipping over
Okay.
and shit
Yeah.
during
No,
college?
hell
in the manner that it's
We got
happening.
phones. Somebody would have showed
Right.
that shit.
In the manner that it's happening, it's a bit wild.
helicopters
but just
crashing
the
into
number
them
of
and shit.
incidents.
Okay, you talking about like, oh, the plane took off and now it's got to do a landing.
Right.
No,
we
plane-
talking
like plane crashes.
crashes into each
Yeah.
other,
Yeah.
blowing, catching fire in the midair.
He talking
fucking-
about a whole bunch of personal pilots coming
Yeah.
out of Florida, landing in the trees and shit.
somebody shitting over aisle 3 and now they got a human waste.
Right now we gotta stop.
Yeah, the aviation and plane crash statistics, they showed that it's actually down this year, but it's just the manner of which it's happening.
I bet it's more fatalities.
We are
Yeah,
in
it's probably more
February.
fatalities.
We are in February.
Right.
Yeah,
He's gonna say this. They're down this year.
Right, well, they had one fucking month.
Like what?
Stats ain't even came out yet.
Right.
Shit.
Hell nah.
This shit just
Aviation.
happened.
I'm driving
This shit
wherever
just
I'm
happened 2
going, and
weeks
then if I
ago.
need to take a boat, I'm
So
taking a
this
boat.
is-
So
This
would
is
you
fucking
get on a
flying.
plane right now with the state of how this shit's looking?
how it looks.
Would
the
you get on
optics
right
of it.
now and be like, well, we're actually safer than what we were years past?
I'll tell you this because I have a real fear of flying, and my daughter lives in Arizona, so I have to fly. I don't have a choice. Like I got to get on the
You
plane.
can drive.
Well, I'll
Frequently.
drive. I'll be
You
driving.
can drive to Arizona.
It's a 30-hour drive. I
Man,
can't.
I
I ain't got that much PTO.
That looks
Nah,
like
I'm
I'm
flying too, bro. I just do it. My time to go is my time to go.
I ain't doing it
but
yet.
I
I
would
need to see
say
a little bit more safety.
flying is still as of right now, flying is still the safest way of travel.
Man, Spirit is leading all airlines right now.
But
Yeah.
And that's Soul Plane.
If you
Yeah,
just do
Spirit and Frontier,
if you
they're the
do-
safest joints.
This man says so
I do fly Spirit. If you do your Googles,
They wings made of cardboard.
Wait a minute, you just threw that in there. You said you do fly Spirit.
I got to, bro. I fly.
Hey, I do.
That $20
I do too.
$20 flight.
I fly.
man.
I fly like 15 times a year.
Yeah, you got to fly that 3. Then just get
Bro,
the
they
yearly
use-
The
pass.
Spirit
They
ain't
use-
that bad. It ain't
Yes,
that
it
bad.
is.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
They
it
use
is. Not
recycled
bad.
all
I
these
fly
boxes
too.
for their wings.
I like a nice TV to watch. I like some space. I like to be comfortable.
I
Fuck
can't.
that.
I like a complimentary
You know,
drink every
what
now
I
and
do?
then.
You know what I do? So honestly, if I was on a plane, I'd be fucked because
You might as
Yeah.
well drive.
I'm not.
You going
sleep,
Spirit,
but I'm
you might as
scared.
well drive.
I'm
I
not-
can't sleep.
I
either.
can't sleep when I'm scared.
You bring me a Grey Goose.
I'm not paying
The
that.
only time I'm scared is that landing part.
I'm not paying that
Sick.
extra every single time. I'll do it
Yeah.
sometimes, not every single time.
You can,
But
you
if
can
you
just be a
do,
reward member.
it's even so, bro. It's just it's so
Me
much.
and
I
my
used to
wife
have- I
travel,
used to
man.
have
We ain't
stock in
doing no
Spirit.
Spirit in
Yeah.
there.
I used to have stock in
But if you do
Spirit.
your Googles, like just a quick search on CNN, because that's where I saw it. It said it does show that we're at a record low of airplane
Why?
incidents
See, that's the
nationwide.
thing. See, there's two types of people in this world. There's the people that's gonna see the shit and be like, shit's fucked up, and then there's the people that's gonna look into it and say, well, actually,
Last year, we had
I don't want to hear that shit.
Here's the thing.
Every day is
They're
another plane
gonna get a
crash.
dry
Right.
land. So if you look at the statistics here,
Here's the
This
thing,
shit's
'cause-
fucked up.
And I agree with you. It's just for me, it's like, why are we seeing it right now in the manner that we're seeing it? Because these things happen, they're just not highlighted.
Man, everything
No,
is how a plane crash
I'm
is
not-
highlighted.
No, not
No.
these things.
I mean, a plane
A
crashing.
military plane, helicopter hitting a plane.
yeah,
with
that
passengers with a whole damn ski
and
club
a plane
on there.
landing upside down. Like you don't see those things every
That's
day.
what we talk about. This shit's happening
Yes.
too
That
often.
type of shit.
like I said,
I ain't
the
talking about
amount-
just a two passenger
No,
plane.
no. I'm saying the number of
FedEx
incidents
plane going
The
down.
number of incidents is actually down, but the manner which is happening is wild.
Right, but that's
It's
why. That's what I'm
wild.
saying. You don't bring incidents into the argument.
Well, I mean,
We don't care about incidents.
When I get on
We're
a plane,
talking about the shit that's
when
fucked up.
I get on a plane, I'm thinking about probability, and the probability of something happening is still very low. In fact, it's at a record low.
No.
And I'm one of those paranoid people who look up what kind of plane it was and why it went down and why.
See, you look at
something's happening.
analytics.
This was a Boeing 750.
You look at analytics.
I'm not. Hey,
I can tell you,
I'm,
the
I'm not
only-
getting on no Boeing 750.
The only-
no.
If they got 3 rows in the middle, I'm like, can I go somewhere else? I don't want to get on no Boeing Max.
Yeah,
this
no,
man
no,
looks
that
at
shit.
everything. That bolt wasn't screwed on right. That's
Man, they trying to offer every passenger on that plane that landed upside down $30,000.
$30,000.
Hey, I'll take
You
it
can
though.
suck my dick for
You know what I'm saying?
$30,000. You
Get
crazy
the fuck
as
out of
hell.
here with that shit.
landing up-
$30,000.
The thing is like
That's
it,
It'll be gone in 2 months.
That's a bad shopping habit.
You know what I'm
it
saying?
rolled. Did you
I'll
see how it
take it.
rolled upside down?
30
Fuck that
grand.
shit.
Yeah,
Man, I
no.
rolled up
Can
that
you
down.
imagine being on that shit?
I
That's
ain't never going to work.
traumatizing.
I ain't
is.
never going to work again.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a meal easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
30
for
grand.
me, I'm thinking, I just don't want to fly in the winter time. I don't want to fly in the winter
Nah, I
time.
never do. Hell no.
Yeah,
Yeah, but when you flying in the winter, you flying from the winter to the summer. So half your flight you in the winter, right? You know what I'm saying? Half you in the summer.
Have you
That's
ever-
why I like going to Vegas all the
Right,
time.
yeah.
Half the flight I'm in the winter. The winter's all frosty. By the time we land,
You good.
Yeah, but what about when you land back?
oh man,
yeah, you be like,
I
damn,
hate-
I need my coat and shit.
I hate landing in Chicago, bro. I hate landing in Chicago.
Which
but-
one y'all like, Midway or O'Hare?
Oh, here,
Oh, here.
They don't give a
Hell,
fuck. to
y'all,
me.
bro,
yeah.
Midway.
I like the experience of
I just
Midway.
like the closer drive.
I like
I'm
the
telling you,
experience of Midway, but
The lines, everything in mid O'Hare's everything. It's a whole hour, and you got to be there 2 hours before your flight for O'Hare.
That's everywhere.
I don't really be there too long.
Midway, your flight can be 15 minutes. You just pulling up. You can find a parking space. You can run in that bitch. Everything. I swear to God.
This motherfucker. Kevin,
I take
where are you?
I take the,
Midway the shit.
I take the trains to my flight, so it's a little bit different
Nah,
experience.
hell
for
no.
me.
I tell you, I had people drop me off.
They
Yeah,
dropping you off
drop
at O'Hare.
Yeah, I'm in there, and
You
like
can
it's-
park. You can park right at Midway for $20.
Yeah,
I was trying to do a guide trip to the DR, man, this year, and I'm off that for a while.
yeah, no,
Fuck that plane shit, man.
Take a boat to DR, man.
No, I'm good.
it's concerning for sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't do the analytics. I know shit fucked up.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm flying in August.
My eyeballs tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm flying
I
to
do
Puerto
the-
Rico in
the
August, and
eye
I'm
test.
like, dang, I don't even know if I want to do that.
Do the eye test.
Yeah, I'm still gonna fly though. I ain't scared.
I mean, like I said, probability
Because
of something
even
happening.
though you're flying, you still have a better chance of getting in a car accident driving.
Yeah,
You doing the same thing he was
That's
doing.
what I'm saying.
But a fender bender, a little small accident
How you know
in a
it's small?
parking lot is way better than one accident in a plane because that's over with.
No, but if you driving to your destination, you're on the highway.
yeah, and there's
but that-
And if you get hit by a
but-
semi truck, you're dying.
But there's
just like the plane.
But that stat comes from all accidents.
There's thousands of flights
It
that
don't
happen
come
every
from
day without
were you
incident.
going home or were you in the parking lot?
There are thousands.
I've been in more car accidents than I've been flying
And you
accidents.
still alive.
Yeah.
Getting how many plane accidents can you get into?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I could flip over and get 30 grand.
30.
Oh, I thought you didn't want the 30. I thought you didn't want it.
You get 30, you boo boo the
Hey,
fool. Shit.
I would have been that motherfucker who wouldn't have had his seatbelt on. My head would have been all over the thing.
Get video of me with
My
my
neck
tongue
would have
out.
been like this permanently.
You're gonna be like the dude from Friday. My neck and my back.
Oh,
What
man.
happened to you? Frontier.
Frontier is
I got
fucked
a
up.
little box I talk through now and shit.
Frontier is the one that's fucked up. Frontier is
Right.
crazy.
Don't ever sit by the doors on a Frontier plane.
No, they might
They-
pop open.
No, the turbulence.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't sealed that bad, man. I almost died. I felt like I was gonna combust.
See, and I like the emergency row because that's where the leg space at.
I know, but dude, if it's on a good flight, if it's on
Yeah, I only
Southwest
fly
or
Delta
something,
until that
that's-
motherfucker flipped over.
Right, if
I
it's
don't know
Delta
about
or
that.
Southwest or something, it's sealed good. Frontier, you like I feel
I
cold
only
right
do
there.
Delta.
You want to be like old school and put some plastic on the window and shit.
Right.
Like, let me put some plastic on this motherfucker.
That shit
Shouldn't be so cold right here.
That feels janky. But like I did the research on like what a plane goes through in order to be built and everything because I'm so afraid of flying, bro, and I have to fly.
Yeah,
This
that's
only
dude,
times
anxiety.
per
hey,
year.
this dude's about to
I-
send hella screenshots in our group chat.
Nah,
Look, see,
I had to give myself
search
assignments
to go.
of mine.
Vegas was my longest flight, and right before it landed, I was starting to get to that point where I was like, I need to get the
I
fuck
need to
off
get
this
the fuck
motherfucker.
off.
Because even if I don't get a window seat, I know I'm up there, and it's
Yeah.
like, I've been up here for this long,
Yeah.
and it's just started to get. I didn't already watch the movie I could watch. It's like, fuck.
Arizona's a
And
3.5
so
hour
we
flight.
all flew to the West Coast. What the fuck is those circles and shit down there? Y'all ain't never looked out the window
Yeah,
and seen those big ass circles and shit and
highways.
no circles. Like in the mountains and shit. Like
Oh, that I don't know about.
people like, oh, those are missile silos and all that type of shit. You don't
Yeah.
never look down there.
I ain't never went that far. No, I
be-
only flew
I
to
be
Vegas
asleep.
once, and I didn't look out the window.
Next time you fly to Vegas or LA, anything, look out the window when you're going down there, bro. On all that land, that's what they say.
Well, you
That's
know, they
where
got
all
all-
the government and all that shit.
We already know that.
Man, you be seeing weird ass shit.
All
Yeah.
type of bunkers and shit down in the
Yes.
mountain. That's where everything at in the mountains.
And
Yes.
last time I flew to Vegas, it was at night, so I didn't get a chance to really see.
I got
it.
I got some pictures of it in one of my phones. I'm gonna see if I can send them to y'all.
That's why, if I was rich, one thing I would do is build a bunker.
Me too.
Yeah,
That would probably be my first
Yeah.
mission.
you seen
But
them?
then I'm gonna fuck around, not even come back out. I'm like, oh, it's still shit going on out there. I'm good. I'm good. I got a couple,
You
I'm
seen the
good.
show Paradise?
Mm-mm.
That's an interesting show. You guys will like it. It's a show about a
Doomsday Prepper.
yeah. you
Well,
like it.
somebody, I forgot who it was building a bunker. I want to say it was Elon.
Oh, you know, he's
or-
already got one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they sell them.
Somebody, they bunker like 10 stories deep. Shit on every story, gyms, all type of shit.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
crazy. You live there forever.
That's the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Man, that shit tight as hell, man.
My bunker's just gonna be 2 box carts.
It's a canned goods.
I'm having Nintendo in that bitch. I'm like, damn, 29 more days. Is the radiation gone yet? Can I step about this bitch? Yet?
150 cases of water.
On that show,
I know, right?
on that show, they built their shit in the mountain.
Yeah, that's
Inside
what
of
it
mine.
is. That's what it is.
Yes.
But we'll go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, like, subscribe, send us a direct message about things that we can debate about, argue about later. Thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill, and we will see you guys next time.
Holla at
Out.
your boy.